Welcome to Second Take, the show that focuses on the issues behind the news. Mining Weekly editor Martin Creamer joins me today to unpack the latest in the mining industry. Welcome, Martin.
Thanks, Ashley.
Now, Afriton sees massive potential in Namibia for new age battery metals.
Yeah, they're calling Namibia the new age battery metal Pilbara. And Pilbara in Australia is that very prospective area that produces so much iron ore. So to compare that is very, very interesting. Now we know the history of Afriton. They've listed on the AIM, they're being funded out of London, and they did very well with tin there. But being the explorers that they are, being the developers that they are, they looked further. And they found a spread of very valuable metals, notably lithium. Now, the world is just saying we're not going to have enough lithium. And he's talking about potentially one of the biggest lithium finds here. So, how wonderful is this for Afriton? They've got generation of capital now coming in from their tin. They can use this to have this new treasure chest of lithium and tantalum. And they're saying this is what you find now, in Namibia. And of course, the Viljoen family are renowned for their exploration. I mean, the family had representatives at Wits University always talking exploration. And of course now we've got Anthony Viljoen also, who I think grew up in Rooiberg tin, going for this. So their credentials are huge. They know how to look for things, and brother, are they finding them? And this was ISCOR. ISCOR was Iron and Steel Corporation. It was a state-owned iron and steel corporation in South Africa, and it used to explore. And in those days, South Africa was the custodian of what was called Southwest Africa. So they explored there. Now in Namibia, they found the tin site which Afriton went to, and they're now turning it to very positive account. They'll have, before the end of the year, they'll have a pilot plant there, and that looks like a situation where lithium is going to go commercial very fast.
Talk to us about the new green hydrogen partnership between the IDC and Priska Power Reserve.
This is very interesting. Here is another green hydrogen thrust right here in South Africa. We had the one with Hive and Afrox at Kucha. Now we've got this one with Priska Power in the Northern Cape. And the Northern Cape is so well suited for this because you need that generation of renewable energy. And the sun there is amazing. And not only our South African wind is also prime. So you have the benefit of, amazing sun, prime wind and storage possibilities. But you can also move that with your excess into hydrogen, green hydrogen, and from the green hydrogen to green ammonia. And those ships that are now going around the world, they're going to all be green ammonia driven before long. And they will also be transporting green ammonia to the rest of the world. This is something that is being grasped here by Priska Power Reserve, and the IDC is in there with them studying now, and hopefully before long, that they'll approve those loans to go in, and we can see actual project being turned to account in the Northern Cape.
Lastly, Martin, talk to us about Volvo Construction Equipment's first fuel cell articulated hauler prototype.
Yeah, so you see this at even the smaller level now, the conversion to green hydrogen-driven vehicles that serve in mining industry. Volvo doing it. We saw at the very big level, we saw Anglo-American take this upon themselves for a 300-ton truck to be powered by green hydrogen. And the byproduct of that is pure water. So this is what the world needs. We need green hydrogen. We cannot have the situation where planet Earth is being polluted by traditional oil and gas methods. You've got to go for a clean energy method. Here it is, clean and green. Volvo going for it. Then we see Western Australia yesterday announcing more big conversion of their trucks to green trucking at, the Fortescue operations, iron ore operations in Western Australia. So the mining industry is really coming to the party. But we need the whole world to do this. And listening to the Financial Times Hydrogen Summit yesterday, They were saying, don't wait for government subsidy, guys. We can go flat out. Do you understand? This is a business case now. Why? Because the price of diesel has rocketed. The price of petrol has rocketed. They say, we're not proud of coming in at this high level, but it's making us competitive. And while, your normal fuels are rising in price, the green hydrogen possibility is swinging down. Everybody's showing that they can lower this price. So let's go for it quickly and fast. That was the message yesterday coming through London, loud and clear.
Thanks for speaking with us, Martin.
It's a great pleasure, Sashni.
That's it for today. Join us again next week for more news analysis on the local and global mining industries. And don't forget to listen to the audio version of our Mining Weekly daily email newsletter.